I've gone on the record multiple times as saying that I really dislike remakes. I am not a fan of them at all. Remakes, reboots, why? Original content is what people want to see. Unless it's like a sequel to something, you know, like let's say a John Wick Chapter 3, which at this point is just a franchise people want to see going on forever because of how good it is and the world building. Those are the kind of things we want to see. A remake or a reboot of Child's Play is not something we want to see at all. But it's not going to stop MGM from doing it, even though now they're kind of still continuing on with the Brad Dourif version of Child's Play, the original Chucky, which is now moving to television. But the reboot of Child's Play had its first trailer drop a little bit ago. And I'm not going to lie, it looked interesting. It looked like they were going for a much darker, much scarier, much more violent film, even though the original Don Mancini movie from the 80s is still pretty damn violent and still super freaking scary like 30 years later. But it looked okay. As much as I dislike reboots and remakes, it looked okay. But the question then became, who was going to voice Chucky? Now, that never really, that thought never ran through my head overall because I'm always so used to Brad Dourif voicing Chucky. He's always Chucky. He is Chucky. But they weren't going to do that. In fact, they were going to bring in somebody else. And then they announced it last night at WonderCon in a little video who was going to be voicing Chucky, and that's Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is going to be voicing a good guy's doll. Now, he didn't preview the voice at WonderCon. He didn't preview the voice, so we don't know what the voice is going to be. But I do think this is going to be one of those moments where he is going to be heavily compared to Brad Dourif, as he should be. You cannot have an iconic horror icon, and I'm using icon twice there, but an iconic horror character, actor, or voice, or presence inside of these movies, and not immediately equate it to Brad Dourif. It's like when Jackie Earle Haley played Freddy Krueger in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, everyone compared him to Robert Englund, and everyone's like, it was okay, but it wasn't the original. And that's the whole point here. People want the original. Now, Mark Hamill coming in to voice it is going to give this movie a bit more credibility than I think it probably has any reason to deserve. So that's one I'm definitely interested to see what they're going to do with it. I am hoping that the movie is okay. Again, the trailer looked all right, enough to warrant my interest, enough to pique my interest a bit to want to go see it. Mark Hamill coming on board as Chucky, I think is going to be enough to bring me to the theater to go see it, but I'm still cautiously optimistic. You know, I'm still a little cautious because of my undying love of Brad Dourif in this role. And I don't want to see his work because it's true. In regards to Hollywood and horror movies, like Chucky is a staple. Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Pinhead, Chucky. It's a staple. And to remake it in such a way feels a little bit weird to me. Now, if Brad Dourif was dead, I could understand that, but he's not, so here we are. But Mark Hamill, Chucky, should be interesting, should be fascinating, should be crazy. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Matt Jarbo. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.